What's up, guys? Welcome to the second episode of Massive Monday. And in this episode we're going to be learning how to make this sound. This sound has no effects on it whatsoever. It's purely massive. So it's sort of a vowel performer type thing in Massive, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and run through the patch with you, and I'll also include a link in the description if you want to download this patch rather than just watch me and build it. But anyway, you want to start off, you're going to have all three oscillators turned on, amp all the way up, and the filters in the middle position for each one. Make sure the intensity and the wavetail position is also all the way. Pretty much every knob on these oscillators are all the way to the right. And they're all going to be square saw, so the saw wave, which is that wavetail position. Anyway, for the first two, you're going to want to go ahead and give it a bit of a reese, so detune it a bit by pulling the pitch up and down respectively. It doesn't matter which one's which, but yeah. And then for oscillator 3, you're going to want to go ahead and turn this to a formant and leave it the way it is. Don't change the pitch or anything. Just change it into a formant. We don't need the modulation oscillator. No white noise. I went ahead and I have this insert, which is definitely needed. It gives it a bite, and that's the sine shaper. And you're going to want to turn your knobs sort of similar to mine. You can play around with it and just see what effects you get by slightly turning it or turning it a bit more or whatever. But yeah, let's move on. I'm going to go ahead and get to the voicing. I probably should have done this first, but whatever. I have mine set to 3 right here. 16, 3. And then I have it set to mono rotate and legato triller to give it that slide. And also go to the oscillator tab. Go ahead and set this to 24 and 24 down. Restart via gate and change the time how you like it. Go ahead and play with it a little bit, see what type of sliding you like going on. If you like it to be faster or slower, I have mine here in the middle a bit. Well, I guess that would be the middle, but I'm considering this the middle because if it's up this high, it's just pretty much automatic. But yeah, anyway. Now we're going to mess with the filters up here and pretty much this top part right here. Filter 1, we're going to use a band reject. And filter 2, we want a band pass. So, okay, let's see, how should I do this? Over here, set this to the middle right here, and set the mix all the way to the bottom. But we're gonna put a performer on it, but don't worry about that just yet. You're gonna want to set up the knobs similar to mine, and I mean they need to be pretty similar. You can play with them after, but I'd set them up first, or open the patch first, and then you can play around with them. So once you have your knobs in a similar position to mine, I will make sure I zoom up so you can see everything. We're going to go ahead and start with the performer. Okay, so you're going to want to load a curve. Well, first of all, make sure it's synced and have it 1/4. And also, over here it'll say LFO. You're going to go ahead and select performer. Sorry, I should have started with that. I get confused since I'm just going through this patch as it's already made. Anyway, make sure the X fade sequence is up and the amp mod. It doesn't really matter. I have mine down though, and my amp's all the way up right here. Okay, so load curve, and I'm using this for the first curve, as you can see, and then for the next 4 curves, I'm using the bottom right. So like that pretty much doesn't really matter how far it goes, because I mean mine is pretty short, so it only goes to about right here. Anyway, and it gets to the 2. Anyway, so yeah, we have this now. So now we have to apply this to all of this right up here. And as you can see, this one's pretty easy. Just drag it right there, and you'll just drag it all the way up so it's green like mine. And then drag it into each one of these and make it as similar as you can. I'll leave it for a second and I'll zoom it so you can see. Pause the video if you have to. Anyway, now we want to add a teletube distortion, which is over here, teletube, and then have you drive up at about the same as mine, and the wetness as well, and also add The Performer. And there you have it, guys. That, I know this didn't go into super detail. That's because this plugin was actually quite complicated for me to make, and not plugin, what am I talking about, preset. And pretty much I made it. It was really weird. I just was sort of freestyling trying to make sounds, and I made it. And I tried to remake this. I mean, I tried to make this tutorial before. This is like the second or third attempt, and I couldn't make it again. I don't know what was wrong with me. I would always forget something. I would have to go back and use it as a cheat sheet. So I just ended up doing this. I just walked through everything I have so I didn't forget anything. And hopefully I really didn't forget anything. I don't think I did. I mean, I went through pretty much everything. I'm going to go ahead and show you what mine is doing over here since I have that legato triller. I have it going up one full octave just after it starts, and then going back down, so it gives it a lot of movement. It sounds really sweet. I love it. So yeah, this patch was made 100% by me, so don't worry, it's not part of some preset pack or something. And I suggest you guys to play around with it. That's what I try to encourage you guys to do all the time, is play with the sounds that I teach you so that it sounds a little bit different. You know, make it your own is what I'm trying to say. And I know it's not super easy. That's easier said than done. But I mean, mess with the knobs. That's how everybody learns. You just mess with the knobs, find out what they do, and there you go. It's yours now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to download it, like I said, it's in the description. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.